If you're looking for a fully remote, high paying sales job, but you don't have the proper sales qualification or experience, then this video is for you. Make sure to stay until the very end because I'm going to be sharing 4 key strategies to make sure that you can get hired in sales in just a few months, even if you don't have any sales experience. And who the heck am I to be able to say this? Well, my name is Patty Riza, and I was able to grow from being an SDR to running a 100-person sales team, running an enablement department, and now I'm the CEO of a recruiting agency called Ignite Sales Academy. I have hired over 100 sales professionals in my career, and I focus on helping people from unconventional backgrounds break into and succeed in tech sales. So I know what it takes to succeed. I've been there, I've done it, and I've helped other people do the same. And now I want to help you. Before we get started, make sure to give this video a like, a subscribe, and turn on notifications to see more videos like this. And if you're somebody that's looking to start and accelerate your sales career, make sure to check out coursecareers.com or check out the link in the description below for a free course training to see if tech sales is right for you. Now, with that said, let's delve in. So, the first part of actually getting a sales job, especially one in tech, is making sure you have the skills necessary. So, you need to be able to understand what sales is, what it takes to be successful in sales, and then use the same terminology that is used within sales organizations to show that you know what they're talking about and that you understand what it takes to be successful. The better job you're able to match your current skill set with the sales job description, the higher likelihood that you are going to be hired. This doesn't mean you have to have any previous sales experience, but you can match your experience from customer success, from, for example, being in the service industry, bartending, teaching. All of these different roles play into some of the same skills needed for sales. That's step one. Within that step is being able to also know what is expected of you in sales. So, for example, if a job description requires you to be good at cold calling, which, by the way, most sales jobs require cold calling, then you should start off with knowing what cold calling is. Then, now, once you've discovered that, understood that, you should figure out how you can be a good cold caller. And then you can demonstrate that you have those skills to be a good cold caller in the interview. This will make you a better candidate than, let's say, somebody who graduated with a business degree, but then has no idea what cold calling even is. And right now, the trend towards having and hiring for college degrees has really shifted. In fact, 1 out of 3 companies are no longer requiring a college degree. Years ago, that's how people were hiring, but that's not the trend today. Today, what companies care about most is that you have the proper skills. The rest can be taught. So that's where programs like Course Careers really come into play because they help teach you everything you need to know about sales so that you can be the best candidate for the position. It helps you to prepare to hit the ground running day one once you land your dream job. The second part is showcasing that you actually possess these skills. So whether they're skills that you had, like communication skills you learned from bartending, or specific cold calling techniques you learned from a course like Course Career, you need to be able to show that you actually know what you're talking about. And you can't do that without having an optimized LinkedIn profile, a resume, or a portfolio. That is key. How else are hiring managers supposed to know that you actually have those skills? Right? So it's important to have a proper resume and cover letter, and Course Careers will actually help you in developing that. They offer an automated, auto generated resume, which is optimized to show up and make you stand out in hiring managers' software. And now, in building your resume and showcasing the skills, you need to network. That's going to be a big key in making sure that you can get interviews. At the end of the day, you can have the best resume, but if you're not talking to people, you're probably not going to get hired. I'm sure you've heard the term, your network is your net worth, but without knowing who you should be talking to, it can be pretty hard to network. And Course Careers can also help you with that. They partner with companies like CVS, Uber, Intuit, and Salesforce, as well as many others who the companies work with to request interviews from graduates from the program. So there's even times when you don't even have to apply to get an interview. Isn't that crazy? However, most of the time, you are going to be applying to jobs. And so understanding how to apply is really important. Having the skills, the resume, the LinkedIn profile, we move on to the third step, which is applying to companies. When you're applying to companies, you want to make sure you're doing a lot of research and you fully understand what the company does, what their goals are, who the people are like, what their culture is, and what they're looking for. This is really going to help you with tailoring your resume, tailoring your outreach so that it's focused on that company and it helps you to stand out as the best candidate for that specific role. In addition to that, as I mentioned earlier, you need to be able to network to be successful. So I highly recommend you connect with hiring managers, recruiters, SDRs, AEs, and people from that company. So you get a chance to know what it's like to work there, what they really care about, and maybe even get an introduction for an interview. That's definitely really important. And if you've done all that, well, then that takes you to step 4, which is interviewing and learning how to interview. Making sure that all of these skills and everything that you bring to the table is shown in your interview is crucial. Your interview is going to be the make or break between you and that job. So knowing exactly what to say and not to say is crucial. Course Careers also has an entire section devoted to teaching you interview tips, helping you to fine tune your interviewing skills. So that way you can shine when you meet with those hiring managers and get that job. So, the best way to start a tech sales job in 2024 is to first understand what tech sales is and develop those skills. Then build a resume and portfolio that showcase that you have those skills. And 3, apply to the jobs and network. And number 4, ace your interviews. And I highly recommend checking out Course Careers for a free intro tech sales course, which is in the link below to help you get a boost in getting hired. And also, if you're using the link, you can get $50 off the full course if you decide that tech sales is for you. And in addition to the course, you also have additional services that you can purchase, like one-on-one coaching with industry experts like myself, to make sure that you are successful in the course and beyond, so you can get hired and succeed in your new sales role. Thank you all for joining me today. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you want more videos like this.